Okay, so as you saw in the last videos, part 4, I was having spells with dementia. And that was 3 days and 3 nights in a row where I'd walked most of the day, went to sleep, and then woke up and started walking again. Didn't know it. Fortunately, headed in the right direction. And I would snap out of this stuff, out of this dementia, right before the sunrise. And I was just thoroughly exhausted. Hey, it's Robert, and as you see, we've changed back to the Fish Sandwich Show because, you know, that's what we are. We're the Fish Sandwich Show. Anyhow, that was the last that I filmed of the long walk. My electronics, my phone just lost all its charge, and I could not find anywhere to charge it back up. I looked, believe me, for days. We were walking and looking. So the whole second part of my trip, yeah, I didn't get videotaped, which was a shame because I seen some beautiful stuff. And then to top everything off, when I got back to Honolulu, I started getting messages that a dear friend of mine from college had passed away due to lung cancer. And yeah, I was shocked. Within 23 days of him finding out he had lung cancer, he'd passed away. He thought it was something in his spine, his back, and he'd been fighting for it for a while, months. And when he finally went to the doctor, it was in his lung. So that was one of those deaths when you lose somebody that you're extremely close to. It kind of knocks you backwards. That's the whole point of me being in Reno, was to go see him and go to work. He was the one telling me he could get me work out there, and he did. So the whole last year and a half of his life, I got to spend with him. He's a totally different guy than he was in college. I got to hand him that. But he was a good guy, you know, and he'll sorely be missed. So on the agenda for this week, we got to go meet with a social worker. We haven't done that yet, and there's a bunch of hoops you got to jump through as far as getting tested for COVID to even meet with a social worker. It's bullshit, but we're gonna have to do it. Look at that face. Man, I haven't seen a razor. My razor's just completely dull, so it's pretty much useless. But it's like looking in the mirror as somebody else, all those whiskers. Not used to it. All right. So, social worker, and thought we'd go check out the shelter. I haven't been there yet, so need to probably check that out. So, one thing I want to do in keeping these vlogs and keeping everything on the up and up is talk about my dementia. And I have noticed for the past 3 weeks It's getting worse, not better. I am starting to have confusion now during the day. And it's a lot where I don't know where I am. I can't remember what I'm doing, which really isn't anything, but I had missed an appointment that I had to go see a doctor. I just simply, I got ready for it, but by the time it was ready for me to walk down there, I'd forgotten all about it. And a couple days went by until I remembered. Now these used to happen just at night, and I'd have 5, 6, 7 hours at night where I'd totally just forget what I was doing, where I was. And now they're happening during the day, and they're more frequent. I was only getting them once or twice, maybe every 2 weeks. Now it's probably 2 or 3 times a week. And when I was on that big walk, I had 3 nights in a row dementia. Just completely forgot where I was and what I was doing. Which kind of in a way was weird because I just kept walking all night long. And then I'd wake up the next morning, or I would kind of snap out of it the next morning and realize, you know, what I'd done. And I had no electronics on me, so I couldn't keep track of where I was or anything. I just had to ask people for help. Which people kind of look at you a little weird when you don't know where you are. Okay, so that's where we're at today. So, social worker tomorrow, and then I'm going to spend the next week getting in to see a neurologist and find out what's going on with me. Oh, yeah, and shelter. I gotta check, see if I can get some place in a shelter. Cause, woo! 6 o'clock in the morning Hawaii time. That is 8 o'clock California time. What is that? Western time? Yeah. And noon out there in the East Coast. Anyhow, this is Robert. 5 weeks. I finally got a hot shower and a clean shave. Okay, it was 5 weeks. Now I'd bathed in the ocean, but 5 weeks since I took a nice hot shower and a shave. Got all those wigglies off me, all those whiskers. Yeah, I don't like those whiskers. Feeling great. Got a new place to live out on Pier 16. Kicks ass. Yeah. So I'm walking in to Waikiki Beach this morning. Gonna have a cup of coffee and start my troubles. Okay, so back out here at the beach at Waikiki. So yeah, got a place to live. Had a good sleep last night. Did about 10 hours just as soon as I hit that little mattress. I just faded out. As soon as I hit that little mattress, I just faded out. I think the shower helped quite a bit. You know, warm, hot shower. Able to shave, look good. Kills me. You know, Honolulu as a city is laid out horribly. I don't know if it just grew too fast or what was going on, but there are so many suburbs to Honolulu and it's so big, but it's just laid out. Oh my gosh. You take 10 different ways to get anywhere. And it seems to me when they first came to this island and they were asking the Hawaiians, well, what's this place? And what's this place? That the Hawaiians had to come up with a name for every little place. Every little place. And sometimes it was like just crazy, the pronunciations that they would give you. And then trying to put that in English sometimes, it's almost impossible. So, but I like the fact that I'm in Chinatown. If many of you don't remember Chinatown in Honolulu, go look up your old episodes of Hawaii Five-0. Always something going on in Chinatown. And that's kind of Honolulu's dirty little secret there. That's where a lot of homeless people have been pushed off to, get them away from the tourists. And now they're trying to push them out of Chinatown because they think there's just too many. From the last stuff that I read, there's only about 2,200 homeless people here in Hawaii total. Some of the outlying areas, that might make it go up a little more. Maybe they didn't get a right count. It actually seems a lot lower than that. You get in areas where they have their encampments, but other than that, you don't see them too often. You know, they're kind of hidden in the shadows. So we made this video like over a week, something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and cut it off. Nobody's told you today I love you. I've got a new place to live. It's great. It's in the Chinatown district here in Oahu and Honolulu, which is really cool. So on the next episode, next couple episodes, let's do it, I will take you on a walkthrough of the neighborhood to show you all the open markets, fish markets, pork markets, just tons of markets that they got. I mean, Chinatown is the bomb. And the last image you'll see here on this video is out the window of where I'm staying. And you can see the U.S. Coast Guard ship and the beginning of Chinatown right there. Okay, until the next episode, we'll see you then.